Okay, now we're going to do the headlight conversions. Now what I'm doing is I'm using an H13 LED, and these ones are 25,000 lumens a piece, or for the set. They're nice and bright. They work better than the HIDs. They don't have any glare, and they work really good in these type of housings, especially the bigger housings like the 99 all the way up to 2007s, and the 6.4 Super Duties. They work really well in those as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change out, these are both H13s, top and bottom, and then the turn signal, I'm going to do a switchback LED, and it looks just like that. So the first thing you need to do to install these is you need to remove this plastic cover. There's 13, I believe 13 of these clips on here. So there's one here, and one here, one here, and one here, and there's 13 of them. So just count them out, remove all of them, and remove this top plastic piece. Okay, once you got the top plastic piece removed, make sure you get all the clips out. I think there's 13 of them. Now you're going to remove 8 bolts. These are 8mm size sockets. So there's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So remove all those, and we're going to continue on to the next step. Okay, now there's 2 clips on each side. There's one here, or one clip on, yeah. So there's one here and one here. So what you want to do now, once you get this unscrewed, is you put your hand in here and just pull out, and this will come loose, just like that. So we're going to pull on this side and pop this loose. Just like that. And you can see where the retainers, you can't really see it, but there's a retainer there and a retainer on the bottom. The little orange thing. So that comes unclipped. And then there's 5, I believe, on the bottom. I'm going to double check right now. Okay, so now you can see, get a light in here. Can you hold this right here? Okay, you can see those orange pins, right? Those clips. Those are the 2 I was talking about that are behind on each side. Now at the bottom, you can see that metal retainer. There's one there, and there's one there, and one there. So there's 4 of those retainers, and then there's 2 clips, one on each side. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a flat tip screwdriver, you're gonna push down. Let's see if I can get my phone in there. You're gonna push down on this retainer right here, and it'll basically pop loose of the truck. And it's just like the grills on the 99 to 2007s. So there's those 4 clips. You're gonna just use a screwdriver and push down on the tab that's right here. Push down on this tab, and the clips will pop out, and you can basically just remove the whole front grill. Okay, some Super Duties are equipped with these little water sprayers. So there's a little plug on the back here, and you're just going to push down. There's a little tab right here. You're just going to push on this tab and pull it straight out. And then the water that clips on here, you're just going to pull this metal ring out, and it just slides back. So it makes it just pop right off. You can go ahead and lay it here. It doesn't really leak that much water. And then you can go ahead and make sure this is pulled out here on this side. There's another tab, and you're just going to remove it. So there's the front grille. So now we have access to the headlights. So now we're going to go ahead and pull the headlight assemblies off. Okay, you have a rubber, like a rubber dust cover basically at the bottom here, and you just want to pull it down and get it out of the way. So just get it in the front. And then you have 2 screws. There's one right there, and one right there at the top, 10 mils. We're going to go ahead and remove those 2 screws. Okay, so you got the 2 bolts removed here, bolt removed here at the top, and then on the side below, you pull this dust cover out, and there's a bolt that goes right in this hole right here. It's another 10 mil. Remove that, and this whole headlight is going to pull straight out of the truck, straight forward. Okay, so this is what it looks like once you get it removed. The rubber seal at the bottom is kind of in the way, so once you maneuver it around that a little bit, it'll slide out. Here's your H13 bulbs. So you're just going to twist these out, okay? And to avoid breaking these pins off, I see them all the time on the other trucks as well. Push this connector into the bulb before you pull back on it, so you don't break that connector off. So we're going to go ahead and replace these with these LEDs. My LEDs that I sell here are direct plug and play. You don't have to do any modifications whatsoever. And they're going to go right into the factory housing. So they're just going to put that in and lock that in and plug it right back into the factory housing, and then we're going to reinstall the headlight. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the LEDs installed. I also did the switchback LED on the turn signal here. So it's LED on the top, LED on the bottom, both H13s, and you can see the difference between that and the factory halogen look. Skip that just a little bit. So there's a difference there, big difference in the brightness. So anyways, you're just going to reverse that, and it's the same on the passenger side. To do the 2 screws, one here, top and bottom, one here on the top, and then the 1 screw down here at the bottom, and then pull it right out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back together and see how everything looks. Alright, so if you're gonna run switchback LEDs on these trucks, the blinker will work normally, it'll flash normally, but you're gonna get an annoying fast blink inside of the cab because of the way the computer sees it. It's going to see it as a bulb out, but it doesn't give you a bulb out error. It just flashes really fast on the dashboard, but it flashes normal outside the truck. So if it doesn't bother you, then you don't need to do this little add-on. Basically what you got to do is just add a little load resistor in to the black, yellow, and the blue, green wire for the turn signal. Other than that, do that to both sides if you want to have a normal blink and the blink notification inside of the truck, so it'll blink normally. If you don't care about the blink normally part, it'll still flash normally outside. Then don't worry about the load resistor and just plug the switch back in and be good to go. So that's the other modification that we're doing here. I'm also going to show you guys how to do the fog lights as well. We're going to put LEDs in those.
Sweetness.
Okay, so on the bottom ones, they're just 9145 or 9005 bulb is the same thing. So you're just gonna, while you get the headlight out, just reach down and twist it out and plug the LED in, and now you got your LED working there. So you can see the difference in the LED versus the halogen on the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue up with the install and put the headlights back in. Another thing you can do, there's a smaller LED bulb that sits off to the side. It goes up on the top for the marker light on the side of the headlight. If you want to switch that out to LED, you can do that as well. They're just little T10 bulbs. So I'm going to go ahead and zip tie up the resistors, or the 1 resistor here, get this headlight put back in, and then I'm going to do the other side really quick, and then I'll show you what it looks like as a complete job. Anyways, if you have any more questions or comments, please feel free to comment and subscribe. Thank you. Here's the LED parking lights. Here's the headlights. And there's fog. Nice and bright.